Good evening. Ready to go, James? All right. Let's get this evening going. Hi, welcome. That's great. Well, I can tell this is going to be a great evening. Some of the sessions that we have here, I encourage people to talk among themselves, and you're talking among yourselves. That's a very good sign. And this is going to be an extraordinary evening. And if I had to choose a theme for it, and I have, it would be transitions. And not just the city in transition, not even just the topic of our choice tonight, talking about this choice we will be making around a new director of planning, but this is also a transition for the city program. Now, I've been at this for 10 years, and I could have retired a couple of years ago. But why would I? This has been a dream job. I'm amazed they pay me for it. And it has been remarkable to have built on the foundation that the first director, Judy Overlander, provided. A solid reputation, great programs that we've been able to build on. But circumstance and opportunity make this just the right time to begin the transition to a new director for the city program, and we've started that. Our Dean Pro Tem, Joanne Curry, and I have been talking with people in the community and among ourselves within Simon Fraser, and we realized this would be a great chance to build on the foundations that have been laid for the city program. And as we move towards the choice of a new director, for me to take a step back and for this interim period to have, well, an acting director. And we've made that choice. So it's a remarkable pleasure, I have to say, to introduce you to an acting director that I'll be able to work with as we move the city program to a new level. So won't you join me in welcoming the new acting director for the city program, Andy Yan. That was a pretty warm round of applause, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, that also tells me that a lot of you know Andy, and I'm sure many of you do because, well, you read the newspapers or you listen to the media, and you know that the remarkable work that Andy has done as the chief researcher for Bing Tom and Associates, BTA Works. But, and look, he's got a resume here that's longer than most of the speakers that we've had here at the city program. I'm not going to go into it. Andy will have that chance, and you'll get to know him. But as an urban planner and a guy from SFU and UCLA and his own firm and many places that he's worked in North America and around the world, he just has a remarkable ability to bridge this needed gap between the technology and analysis and explaining it in a way that is meaningful to people. And we think the city program, in the time that he'll have, will be able to immensely move forward just in that area, both as far as the public programs that we do and of course, opportunities like this. Andy, come on up.
Thank you.
Want to say anything?
Well, hi, I'm Andy Yan, and I'll be the acting director of the city program. But I think, first of all, one of the key things I want to start out is this incredible beacon that Judy Oberlander and our Gordon Price has built in the last decade, in the last 2 decades, for being a beacon towards what good urbanism could be or should be. And I'd like to just give a round of applause to Gordon Price. And Judy, and of course Judy Oberlander. Sure.
Not yet. Haven't left yet. I'll give you another chance to do that. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Andy. Looking forward to working with you. Well, back to transitions. And what a remarkable panel we've got, as someone said, not very often. Well, in fact, never have we been able to bring together these past planners to discuss the city's future. And that's all I got to say. I'm not going to give you separate bios. Many of you already know these people. But the only thing you really need to know is that they have been leading this city as directors of planning now for half a century. That's a remarkable achievement by any stretch, a city like this, and really the continuity that they've provided. Well, we're going to get into that. So let's start right away. We're going to give them a chance to speak for about 5 minutes, both on this question of what we should be looking for a new director of planning, but more importantly, what should the city be looking for? What is the culture of planning that we aim for? That's really the question that we have before us. And then we choose a person to try and do that. So we're going to do this in reverse chronological order. We'll begin with Brent Totteran there on the far right, and McAfee, Larry, you guys reversed time me. Darn. They were co-directors of planning and had, I think you've been in the trenches as, what was your role back then? Housing planner. I remember that very well indeed. And of course, Ray Spaxman.